Now my favorite, let's talk about Florida. We've heard Florida has the model program, and you know what they do. So I decided I was going to learn a little bit about Florida, and I've spent considerable time on the phone the last couple of days talking to an attorney in their general counsel's office of the Department of Ed, the director of the Florida McKay Scholarship Program, and also the executive director over special needs students. Members, I learned some things. Most of all, I learned that there is a major fundamental difference between Florida and Oklahoma's program. That is, in Florida, this program is headquartered with the State Department of Education. In Oklahoma, we want to headquarter it with every single school district across this state. That is a big difference, members. We've got to look at centralizing this thing in one location. Because in Florida, they headquarter it with the State Department, the school districts really are absolved of their legal responsibility. Now, you can disagree with all you want, and you can hear all the other evidence. This is what I believe is correct after studying this and trying to learn. The reason that Florida put it with their State Department is to protect their individual districts. Why don't we do that in Oklahoma? It would make sense, and it would save our districts from the legal liability that we are all concerned about. Another thing is, we've heard about Georgia, we've heard about Utah. Both of those states are modeled after Florida, and their systems are headquartered in the state office as well. When I spoke to each of these individuals, I told them kind of what we were doing in Oklahoma, and that we were going to headquarter this with our districts. And each one of them said, "You're doing what? You don't, no, you don't understand. You don't want to headquarter that with your districts. We know what we're doing here, and we have it headquartered with the state." Every one of them told me that, members. This is the state that's supposed to be the expert in this. I really kind of think we ought to listen to them. I also had another interesting conversation with the general counsel for the Department of Ed in Florida, who told me that they basically employ a full-time attorney to just deal with McKay scholarship issues. There is fraud and abuse by parents. There are collection actions all the time against the private schools that are taking the money. And there are many times that people try to game the system to get as much money as they can, and it has caused Florida many legal problems because they exist. Don't fool yourselves, members. The problems are out there, and if we rest this with each one of our districts is going to have to individually try to figure out how to pay for that and how to solve those problems. You know, another thing I might ought to mention about Florida is that Florida only has 66 school districts. I know that's hard to believe, but that's it. They're county school districts. We have well over 500 members. How in the world are we going to get an administrative handle on this program doing it 500 different ways? Members, we got to look at Florida if we're serious about doing this right. Another thing real quick about Florida. 90% of the students that are on the McKay Scholarship are at the lowest two levels of their matrix. They're not the severely disabled children that cost the school districts hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't be fooled, members. This will not save the district's money. So in closing, members, where does this leave us? Well, I believe this is an idea that we should pursue. I believe it's an idea that we should take after Florida and do the right thing and try to find a way to educate these children. But we need to move forward in a slow, methodical way and get it right. The children of Oklahoma depend on that. Members, I respectfully request that you vote no. Not because I don't believe in the idea and the program and the will to help these students, but because we have got to slow the train and do this thing right. I appreciate your time.